Cool. Hi, I'm Will Bryant. I'm an artist, designer, and illustrator based in Austin, Texas, and I'm here at Huckberry to go through my EDC. Yeah, so I am kind of like Peter Pan. I haven't grown up. I've made up a job. I do a wide range of creative projects. So I make work on canvas, I paint murals, I've designed patterns for underwear. With Huckberry, we did a CV's collab on a shoe that was kind of a California surf-inspired pattern. Personally, from a style standpoint, creatively, I consider myself a maximalist struggling to be a minimalist, and that kind of carries over into what I might carry, whether that's gear when I'm installing a mural, to my truck, to what's in my pockets. I really don't want anything in my pockets, but sometimes you have to have it. And then, of course, what's in the bag. Let's move on to my bag. This is a new bag. I got it at Christmas. Shout out to my mother-in-law for hooking it up on this Carhartt bag. There's like a drawstring, cinch down pocket, kind of loose. Some stuff falls out. New bag to me, so I think I'm gonna find an insert bag to keep things more secure. And then you've got the pull tab, hang tab, whatever you wanna call that, straps. There's some padding. So far I've enjoyed it, and I thought from a color palette standpoint, there was an accent that, was interesting. Look at me color coordinating today with it. The normal things, you need to have a place that will secure laptop, iPad, and then I definitely wanted some exterior pockets and some interior organization would be the main reasons why I chose it. Let's dig inside. Here are the keys. Not real sexy. There's no keyless entry to the 2003 Chevy Silverado because I have yet to replace the batteries in it. Previously, I definitely have had like a carabiner. Didn't really like that. Got tired of it. This is kind of the more minimal approach. So the less things on there, the better for me. All right, now we've got classic old school AirPods. Considerably dirty on the inside. I need to find some way of cleaning this. If I'm sitting at a computer, I would definitely be into some over-the-head headphones, but I'm in the studio by myself, so I usually just play music over the speakers or a podcast. This is more for taking calls, is kind of the main reason I use these. Some sunnies. So we got the Garrett Leight sunnies. It's a green clear acetate. I believe this model is called the Flipper. I chose this pair after a recent collaboration with Garrett Leight. We made a basketball and some drink glasses and a blanket together. This pair just stood out to me on the shelf. It was like more of like a face shape. I like a rounder lens. There's like a darker value to it, so it, has weight on the face, but subtle color. So I feel like it could kind of go with anything. That was the main reason I picked this. Next, we've got my door case. So this case was just a purchase from Amazon. It's called ProCase. I didn't think too much about the options. This was the slimmest one that I saw. This houses, really the only thing that is necessary is the Apple Pencil that I use for my iPad. I've lost it for a week, I've found it again, so I got this case, but then I've got some lens cleaners in here, extra contacts. I'm legally blind. Got extra nibs for the Apple Pencil. Pilot G2. Shorty. I like the ink, I like the click. In case those AirPods do die, we've got old school yellowed, really broken in with the connector. So this is important for traveling. In case you're on some sort of old school situation, you gotta have that. There's a lens cloth down here, just, get those oil gross stains off the iPad. Really, it's like all of that, and I just need it for this every day. Opening up the zip, we got a water bottle, Owala, I believe. This is out of Target. It has a built-in straw with sparkling water that squirts out. Don't put sparkling water in it. But the straw situation, huge fan. I feel like I've consumed more water. It just makes it a lot easier, and it's not like a disconnected thing. Naturally had to cover mine in stickers. A lot of these are my own. Sure, I like fun, nope, flaming basketball. The basketball, first passion. Absolutely obsessed as a kid. Processed emotions as a teenager. You just go and shoot hoops. And I've made tons of work inspired by basketball, and by putting that out into the world have also been commissioned to do basketball related projects. And then this is a classic smiley face. The more worn in, the better, I think, on those. But yeah, that's my current favorite water vessel. All right, now getting into the devices. This is the MacBook Pro that I have. If I'm working at home in the evening, after leaving the studio, I'm traveling, I gotta have something. I can't do everything on the iPad. I really wanted it to be able to do that, but I can't. So I still have a computer here that goes with me. It does all that I need it to do, which is mostly like Adobe programs and then, you know, some imaging retouching or email machine. I also have I think it's the first gen iPad Pro. I use Procreate the most, I think, on it, and that's how I can generate things pretty quickly, adding color. I'll sometimes take a photo of a wall and make an addition to the mural as I'm on site and the flow has changed and I need to figure out how to resolve a certain corner. And sometimes I even take notes in a meeting on it when I don't want to type. I can more quickly write something. And then the case that I have is the one, mine comes with green paint from the Austin FC mural, but this I believe is just the Apple case that has the keyboard. I'm trying to make everything look hand done, even if it is using a digital tool. And that's kind of how I view these things versus like, this is the medium. It's more of just the most efficient way to get something done and to achieve the look that I'm trying to get. Next up, we've got a Collected Works pouch. My friend Jacob Hinman in Portland, Oregon started this brand. Really well made, have had this for years. It's a wax canvas. The cords fit in here absolutely perfectly. When I used to teach, I would make sure that I had a dongle and adapters in these side little pouches. And then I put this in here just to appear like I read. My friend Zach gives me a book every year for Christmas, and so far I've made it this far. I'm hoping by the time I'm 40 I'm an avid reader, but it's making very, very slow progress over here. This is my favorite to-go coffee mug. I don't know how old the coffee is in it. I'm gonna open it up, but it won't be too gross. This is by Kinto, K-I-N-T-O. Japanese brand, I believe. It's really sweet. So that's just where you would drink out of. To actually fill it, it screws one more time there. So it looks a little bit more like old school thermos in that way, but this sleek top, it's awesome. It keeps it hot for several hours. It doesn't have stickers on it. I left it very, very clean, which is a surprise to everyone. Gotta have something to either chew or, you know, in between meals, a little refresh. I even will keep these containers and use it for something else. So this is my wallet, which is kind of unique. It has my own work stamped into leather. It was a collaboration with my friend Eric Trine, who is out of Long Beach. And then a leather worker that he used to studio with produced the whole thing. Really well constructed. As you can see, it's got some great butt oils on it. It's been around since 2018. I mean, I used to have like the big robust things. I know could be a divisive topic, but I like the slim, just sleek. What's in there, I need it and use it. Hopefully I don't have to use the health insurance cards, but I got it in there. And then you gotta get you one of these. It's just an iPhone, got some kids on it. It's a pretty old, destroyed case with a modified smiley face sticker. I kind of wish it was smaller. I don't like the big phone. I want a smaller one. I used to really care about having the most updated thing, and I feel like we've reached a point where it's like incrementally better, or what is being pushed to the new thing I just don't care about. Really, I don't need the latest and greatest thing. I just need the camera to work pretty decently for images. All right, the last thing, which is either in my bag, on my body, or bedside table, is this bracelet that my daughter made that says Dada or Dada. And I love the constant reminder of, you know, one of the main motivating things in my life is what I'm doing is for my family, and having this near me kind of helps reinstate those values and, you know, makes me a little mushy on the inside when I see it. This has been my EDC, and you can find out more about me and my work at my website, willbryantstudio.com. You can also find me on Instagram. I'm not on TikTok. Yeah, thanks so much for having me, and we'll see you out there.